Hello friends, hope you're doing great. Welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss and learn about the most difficult topic in financial domain or in stock market, that is options and derivatives. Friends, please understand it is a difficult topic. So I request two things from you. One, spare some time when you're reading, and I try to make the small videos so you can jump on to other videos. And at the same time, second request, please take pen and paper. Whichever word you do not understand, write that and add to comment, or you search by yourself. You add to comment, I will try to explain it as easy as possible. And please go through this and multiple topics also related to this, and I try to make it very simple for you. So let's, without wasting time, let's jump on to this. I will cover this option course from basics to advanced level, so you learn at your convenience. And I will also try to differentiate between what is not and what it is. Okay, so first difference is, in many references people mention that cheese is a derivative or option of milk. That is not the case. Cheese is a byproduct of milk. Cheese is not option to the milk. Okay, what is this option? Option is, first of all, please understand, it's a financial document, it's a financial instrument. It is an instrument to hedge, it's an instrument to insurance. Cheese never give you insurance. Cheese never give you leverage to buy more. Okay, so that analogy is wrong. Let's jump on to our first analogy. Before even we go to, okay, and this is for education purpose, no investment recommendation. Please take care of your money. Okay, be very careful. We'll cover this later. uh, for you know Before even we jump on to learning option, let's relate it with real life example that partially relate but relates it very well. So as a user, maybe you go to buy insurance for your car or for your bike. Okay, that insurance you must have gone through, right? Even I purchased. So whenever we go and purchase car insurance or buy bike insurance or any medical insurance, we becomes the buyer. That's the first point, right? We becomes the buyer. That means we pay some premium, we say some cost to the insurer or the writer or the insurance company, and we say, can you provide us insurance? So that's the first relationship we. And what is a problem statement behind it? What is my aim to buy this insurance? I want to reduce my risk. If my bike get meet with an accident, or it gets stolen, or if there is a fire to my bike, then I want to reduce my risk. Risk is something which has not happened yet, which might happen in future. So I'm just trying to secure my future. Okay, so please understand, my mind, my focus area is securing my future, securing me from risk, financial risk maybe. But on the other hand, insurance company is giving me assurance, giving me peace of mind, but they are charging me money. So they are risk takers. And what they're trying to do, taking a risk, but at the same time, they earn money on top of it. So they receive some money, which we call premium. So car insurance is a contract between you and your insurance company. So please understand this term contract. So we are going to purchase a contract between buyer and a seller, buyer and a writer. Okay, an insurance company is a writer. You pay a regular fees called a premium, maybe for 1 year, maybe for 6 months, and in return, the insurer covers the cost for any accident, theft, fire, third party liability. Before we jump on to next topic or we further explain, let's understand. We use terms like insurance. Who is getting insurance? A buyer. Who is offering insurance? A writer. There is a right. If my bike does not meet with an accident, I don't go to insurance company. There is no obligation on me. It is just simple that if I want, I'll go. If I don't want, as a buyer, I don't go. So I get a right because I am paying money. Who is paying money? I am paying money. So I am the boss. So I get a right. Who has a obligation? Who has a liability? Insurance company, because you have received the money from me. insurance company, so now you secure me. Whenever I need money, whenever I meet with an accident or theft or any other fire or any other third party liability, you have a duty to secure me. So third point comes is duty or obligation. But please understand, this contract is for a period. Let's say 1 year, 5 year, 3 months. There is an time expiry attached to it. Then there is a cost of insurance which I have to pay, and then there is a fixed insurance amount. You cannot say that give me 50 crores for a bike. What you want is insurance amount, that maximum amount you have covered yourself for. Is it confusing? No problem. We'll discuss it with more detail. Let's jump on to next slide. Take an example. There is a person, Ram, owns Hyundai Creta in Mumbai, 2022 model. IDV, that is regular market or current market value of that car, is 12.5 lakh. But he says, no, 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 I want an insurance only for 10 lakh because it's for 1 year. After 1 year, maybe another 10% depreciation will be there. So he says, I want an insurance only for 10 lakh. Can you give me? Insurance company says, yes, I'll give you, but I'll charge you 18,000 rupees annually. That's the premium. Will you be able to pay? He said, okay. So the policy tenure is for 1 year. Underlying asset, what is getting secure? It's car or a bike, and the value, that is insurance value, that is if there is anything happen, maximum amount you will get is 10 lakh rupees, not extra, not beyond that. But the car value may be 12.5 lakh or 20 lakh because you have taken insurance only for 10 lakh. I take a pause here. If you do not understand, read it again, reread it again. If you do not understand any of the term, add to comment. I will explain that properly. Now I jump on to option. There is no relationship in option for milk and cheese. Guys, let's make it simple. We are hedging here. We are dealing in a financial instrument. It's a very critical topic. So let's see this. In option, also we have option buyer who pays the premium. So first thing is, who is paying the money? That is a buyer. That means buyer is paying money, he gets some right. Who is receiving the money? That is the writer or a seller. Throughout my course, I would prefer to call him a writer, not a seller. I don't want to confuse us on seller or buyer. We have a buyer who is just buying the option and paying the money. We have a writer who is writing that contract and receiving the money. Why would he do that? Why would the seller write the contract? Why would the writer write the contract? One is, he is a risk taker. He likes to take the risk. He's a speculator. Okay, maybe a big firm, financial institute, or maybe a bank or a trader, right? He writes because he understands that so many volatility or so many changes, then also he'll make some money. So he is taking the risk. On the other hand, buyer is a guy who has some fear in mind that I might lose money, I might have some problem, there might be some risk. So to reduce his risk, his focus is ensuring from the risk. That's why he is hedger. Who is this person? Maybe a retail trader, maybe a manufacturer who is dealing in some export import, or maybe agri producer, maybe a person, a farmer who is producing turmeric. Okay, maybe a farmer who is producing jeera, or maybe any other company like TCS also, they at times become hedger. We'll discuss that when we discuss forex. Okay, then we go to some of the, now I am relating with my analogy, car example. Okay, and you see how close it relates. So I called it matrix funda. So IDV, that was a current market value of a car. Here in option we call it a spot price, that is cash price of the underlying. What is underlying, we don't know, we'll discuss it. But I'm just keeping this slide here, but I'll discuss it again also. But those of you who already know it, you can relate it. Okay, so IDV is a market value of the car. In options we call it a spot price. If you don't relate it, if you don't understand it, no problem, just write a spot price on your notebook. Okay, then comes a premium amount. What is premium? You should understand that the cost buyer is paying, the cost receiver is receiving for that insurance policy. Okay. What is a policy term? That is the contractual period. Maybe that for 1 year. In case of options, may that be for weekly, monthly, or quarterly. What is the insurance value? That is the value for which the car got insured. That is strike value. So now if you get confused between strike price and spot price, just think that way. What is the cost of my car in the market? That is a spot price at cash of underlying. What is the strike price? The value for which I am getting my car insured, the value which I am taking as a contract value, that's strike price. Let's take an example. Sham, who owns a Nifty contract for 14th October for 25,500 call CE. You don't understand this term? No problem. We'll cover that in our upcoming videos. But the spot price is 25,308. That was a yesterday's price of Nifty at cash. Strike price is, this is 25,500. Can you see this? That's my strike price. Premium, that is because I am buying, I have to pay something to the receiver. Okay. So, or writer. So that is 23 rupees. And then option expiry, that is weekly because it is expiring on 14th October, and underlying asset is Nifty 50. So guys, even if you don't understand what is underlying asset, what is spot, what is strike, no problem. We'll discuss that in our next video only. For now, you should only understand one thing. Option derivatives works like an insurance. It works like an insurance to hedge or reduce the risk of the option buyer. It always reduce the risk of the option buyer. Okay. So I go back to, no, let's continue with what are the options. Okay. So options are the financial derivatives. So it is not cheese or milk, right? When I was seeing, I was laughing. Options are the financial derivatives that give the buyer the right, but not the obligation. Let's take a pause. Let me go back. What does this line means? Option are the financial instrument that give the buyer the right. Here, in case of car insurance, buyer got the right to claim insurance anytime and he paid some money. But writer was always under pressure that this buyer will come for the claim. So all the obligation lives with seller. All the rights come to the buyer. So in case of option, trust me guys, this is the best tool or the product we have. But because now it's get misused and not properly used, 90% of the people losing money. Options are the financial derivatives that give buyer the right to claim, buyer the right to anytime execute the contract, but not the obligation. If he sees, no, no, I am making loss here, he will say, okay, keep my premium. I am going, I am not coming to execute the trade. So that's why there is no obligation on buyer to buy or sell the underlying asset. May that be Nifty, may that be turmeric, may that be copper, may that be Jeera, anything. Okay. And you will be amazed, like in USA, there are so many underlyings. Everything is an underlying where you can buy the options. So that's amazing. So, okay, we'll cover whatever we can. And please understand, at a predetermined strike price. So strike price, like the value of the insurance was 10 lakh for car. Strike price is always fixed. Expiry date is always fixed. This right comes at a cost, and that is called premium. So in nutshell, so far what we discussed is, we talk about and we understand that what is call and what is put, I don't know. We'll review it again. Okay. But I understand there is something related to insurance. That is one. Second is, there is some money premium we have to pay if we want to buy that insurance. That is number two. There is definitely a size. How many car you would like to? Maybe in my case it's one. If it's index, then definitely unit size is there. And then there is a strike price. What is the insurance value, right? Price at which underlying will be bought or sold. And what is a spot price, current or today's price of underlying. Please understand, spot price is your cash market or market rate. Strike price is the price you locking in a contract and say, I will buy at 15 lakh, I will buy at 20,500 or whatever. Okay, so with that we move ahead. I will talk about, just give you an introduction and then we'll go ahead and okay. So option, an example one quickly we'll take. The person who buys the option, that is he is taking a long position. So for now, right, and now onwards, you just remember two words. One is long, another is short. Because professionally, the organizations, institutes, they understand only long and short. They don't refer buy and sell. Buy and sell, maybe they buying and selling lending product, structured product. What they understand is long or short. Long is buying the option, short is selling the option. S for sell, S for short. So that means you shorting the option. What is short? What is long? That will again read. But for now, if you are buying the option, you are long position of option. That is, you are option buyer or you are option holder. If you are selling the option, you are short position for option. Either you are option writer or seller. Now this point onwards, you call yourself writer or seller, that's fine. Okay, now take an example. Imagine you buy a call option. That means you buying, that means you long a call position on Reliance Industries stock. So that means what is underlying? That a Reliance stock. What are you doing? You are long position. That means you have to pay a premium. Don't forget. But when you pay the premium, you get a right to execute, but not obligation. Okay, good. Strike price is 2500. That means this is a price, this is an insurance price on which you will buy or sell. In this case, you will buy. Whether market will go up or down, what is your direction, we are not discussing anything right now. We just focusing on a basic concepts. Okay, so what is a strike price? 2500. That I will come to you, I am telling to seller, I will come to you and will buy Reliance at 2500 rupees before 30th November 2025, because I have given you 50 rupees of premium. You charged me 50 rupees. So you now insure me that anytime you will give me Reliance stock before 30th November 2025 for 2500 rupees. That's the contract. That's it. It's so simple. That's the right which comes to me because I have paid you. Now, obligation is not with me. Maybe I don't come. That's my wish. I'm the boss. I have paid you money. Seller is obligated to sell if you choose to exercise the option. Okay. So seller has all the obligations because he receives the money, right? With that, we take a pause. But before I go and end this video, I want to talk to you on, see guys, you do not start option course unless you have knowledge on stock market, market products, indices. If you do not have knowledge, no problem, there is another playlist in my channel which you can refer. See, it's a marathon race. You take your time, learn properly, maybe half an hour daily, maybe one video daily, but spend good time, make notes. When you write, now I till today with 21 years of experience I write. Maybe I love to write, but you start writing. That will help you, your brain start working that way. Okay, it's a difficult topic, so spare good amount of time. See, I believe personally that I need at least 60 hours to train you, and you require at least 200 hours to master in this area. So plan that way. Okay, this is basic to advanced course, so just go ahead with it. In that period I will tell you good books and I'll tell you all the details. Take a pen and notebook, grab a coffee before you start, or tea, whatever you like. I'm making small videos so it's easy to understand. Okay, with that I take a pause. I would request you that please like, subscribe our channel, and also add a comment. Because if you add a comment, if you find any problem, like you do not understand what is a spot price, can I share any other example, that will not only help you, but it will help others also who are watching. So whenever you come across any term, no problem, just write it. Maybe sometime if I don't get a time, anyone else get a time, so we forming a community also. So do that way. And thanks for joining this session.